So my mom is a very strict, disciplined individual. You can say military style like. As an immigrant single mom coming to the UK, she did not know how to speak a single word of English. Not only that, she had to look after 3 energetic children on her own, which was no easy feat. Especially when me and my brother were an absolute nightmare to deal with. The amount of beds we broke because my brother would choke slam me on the bed whilst playing wrestling, or messing up her plants because the football would absolutely smash the living day out of them. My gosh, it was crazy. Don't get it twisted, it would follow up with beats and a big ass whooping from her. We never got away with it. There's a lot of things I admire about my mom, and I can hand on heart say that if it wasn't for her sheer, determined, dedicated upbringing of us, I would not be where I am today. So in this video, I want to share 4 life lessons I learned from my mom that shaped how I go about conducting and living my life. The first lesson I learned is to wake up early in the morning. My mom would always wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning without failure, with no alarms. It was like clockwork. She gets up and starts her early morning by cooking for us so food is ready for the whole day. The cooking would be done under 1 hour and 15 minutes. She cooked fresh all the time. Even though we struggled for money and we were on benefits, she always found a way to manage her resources. She would then clean the house before waking us up to get ready for school. With our 1996 VW Golf that was breaking down, she would then drop all 3 of us to school. Me, my brother, and my sister. Bear in mind, we all went to 3 different schools and were 30 minutes apart on a good day with no traffic. Her morning rituals were very disciplined and she made sure it was not compromised. Seeing my mom wake up early in the morning every day rubbed on me as a young kid and gave me the blueprint to doing the same. If she was waking up, cooking, cleaning, taking her 3 kids to 3 different schools and did not moan about it, what am I complaining about? From there, I started to wake up early in the morning around 5 to 5:30 a.m. and start my day. Fun fact, I never snoozed my alarm once in my life. I had no idea what snooze meant because I would always wake up before the alarm. If I snooze, I have already failed before the day even begins. It sets a bad tone for my day. I gave up already for what? For an extra 10 minutes of feel good sleep? Nah, I can't do that. The guilt would eat me up knowing that my alarm has gone off and saying that my day has already started. That guilt became my discipline, and whether I feel like it or not, I still got up no matter what. The extra sleep and comfort I can get once all my work is done. I am not going to give in to comfort when comfort is my enemy. Now, most of my productive work, my critical thinking work, is done early in the morning on an empty stomach when there's no distractions. Well, apart from the birds that are chirping outside, which is quite pleasant and soothing actually. The reason why I do work on an empty stomach is it keeps me sharp and focused. The moment I eat, I feel slow and lethargic. If I have not done the work that is required, then I don't deserve to eat. The work must be done before anything else. That's my principle. My mom did not say I will cook after I drop my kids or get some rest. She made sure she did what needed to be done before doing anything else. It's as simple as that. The second lesson I learned is to not complain and get on with it. Being a single mom coming to the UK with no word of English and looking after 3 young children on your own is not an easy thing to do at all. In the midst of many struggles we went through as a family and financially, I never saw my mom complain. She just got on with it. From her perspective, she took it as this is my responsibility and I have to look after my 3 kids and making sure that they get the best education possible no matter what the circumstances are. She managed to get my brother into a grammar school and my sister into a private school with 100% scholarship. And for those wondering, I went to a normal state school because my English was very poor when I came to the UK and I did not have enough time to prepare for the entrance exams. I remember her saying she was drunk on making sure we all do well. Even when some of her friends suggested to look for another man, she rejected the idea completely. For her, it was all about her kids. Nothing else mattered. Things were very challenging and I'm sure there were many days where she broke down, but she never did it in front of us. She had to be strong and firm for us, and in a way that helped her to get through those challenging times, knowing that her kids depended on her and she needed to be resilient. Seeing her going through all those difficult, challenging periods in her time and not complain one bit put it in my mind subconsciously that whenever I go through something difficult, I stop complaining and just get on with it. I went through a lot of struggles and problems on my own, some of which you can check on my previous videos where I go quite deep. But going through those challenging periods, I learned not to complain and keep moving forward. I saw how my mom just took steps forward and did not complain, so I did the same. Whatever came at me, yes, I got emotional, I got angry, I got frustrated. I'm human after all, but I did not play the victim mode. I kept pushing forward and not look back. There was no looking back. You move and move forward. You endure it and you come out of it stronger and wiser. It's funny, when I look back at it, she gave us the blueprint of how to deal with difficult, challenging periods. She did not say it to us directly, she showed it to us. These days, most people just say things and don't follow through with their actions. They like to complain and put the blame on other people so it makes them feel better, and then they wonder why they get nowhere in life. I strongly believe action is more impactful than words. Don't say it, do it and show it. That's how people will learn from you and respect you. The third lesson I learned is to never compromise on hard work. Being an immigrant and coming to Europe, hard work was in my mom's DNA. When we were based in France, she would take us to her workplace, which was to clean houses, and we would go from one house to the next. Because there was no one else looking after us and money was tight, she had to take us with her. She would wear this casual digital blue watch where it would show the time digitally and the seconds ticking. And the whole reason why she got this watch is so that she could time herself to the second to see how long it takes for her to clean the houses so that she can still improve and reduce that time. She was very to the point and wanted to make sure that her work was of the highest quality regardless of the nature of the work. Bear in mind, she was also studying on the side and looking after us. Hard work was ingrained in her no matter what the situation was. She knew it was part of life. I remember there was a time when she was also working on a till in a French supermarket. I think I was like 6 years old and I was with my brother and father and we went to the till where she was serving us. I don't know what struck me at that moment, but I hated the fact that she was working like this. I could not stand to see my own mother serving us in a till. It just did not sit well with me at all. To see your own mother working in a till when she's serving you, I can't take that. It's a very difficult pill to swallow. I was a young kid back then, but I remember this scene very, very vividly. That scene has always stayed with me till this day. Whenever I go through difficult challenges in life where I need to put more work in, more of my effort is required, I just remember my mom working in a till, serving her own family members, cleaning houses. I would not make excuses to try and make it easy for myself. She didn't, so why should I? In fact, I should be doing more because the level of struggles that I'm going through is nothing compared to the struggles that she had to go through. She went through many painful periods to give us a better life. I better hold myself accountable and repay that debt by working harder and providing in any way I can. In the end, the choices we make define the paths our lives will lead. Choices that even mean sacrificing your own life so that your children can live a happier and fulfilled life. I'm not going to waste her sufferings, her traumas, her periods of hardships by taking the easy way out. I will honor her by making sure I stay consistent at my craft and keep working hard to protect and provide for my close ones. There's no two ways about it. This is a choice I made. I will forever keep working and providing value to people. It's in my mom's DNA and it's in my DNA. The fourth lesson I learned is to respect money. My mom came from nothing and money was always difficult for us. We struggled to have anything nice. When the PlayStation 3 came out, I remember everyone was rushing to go and buy the console. Me and my brother could not get it because we could not afford it. During that time, we would go and play at our friend's house as they had the console and all the good games. We had to wait 2 years to get our own console. That was our life. My mom was very resourceful in how she delegated and spent the money between us 3 kids. She knew where to get things for cheap and not break the finances. When it came to our education, she did not compromise on that. She would spend the money to make sure we get the best education, whether that's books, tutors, or extra activities. For her, education came first before all else. Seeing my mom manage her money in that way and being constantly told not to waste money on things that bring no value subconsciously trained my mind to value and respect money. If I was to spend this money, I'll always ask myself, what benefit will I get from this? How would this add practical value to my life? There's no point of buying something for the sake of buying it. People these days don't respect money and the flow of money. If you really watch how money comes into your life and how it goes out of your life, you will be aware of how much you can cut and save. And that money you end up saving can be the catalyst when an opportunity arises that requires money up front. It's because of her teachings that allowed me to buy her a car at the age of 19. I will leave a link below the like button for you to check it out. Remember this, children might forget their parents, but parents will never forget their children. Everything starts from zero. When are you going to start? Peace.